and welcome back to Little Cliffy Homestead. Hi, my name is Shannon and welcome to my home. Welcome to our homestead. If this is your first time being here, welcome. I hope you enjoy my videos and I hope you like and subscribe to me. If you've come back, welcome back. I'm so glad you came back. Welcome to my home, my friends. Y'all are my virtual friends and family. So today we are it's the week between Christmas and New Year's. It's almost January. Actually, we got 2 more days and it's January. And it's the winter. We're supposed to have a cold spell here in Kentucky where we live. And the last thing you think about is garden and seeds. But this is when my mind goes directly to garden and seeding and seeds and getting my garden prepared. I don't wait till it's time to plant the garden to get prepared because I want to be prepared. And what better way of in the middle of winter when everything's dead and yucky and wet and nasty is to look at seed catalogs and pick out what you want and the beautiful flowers and the color. It's just an exciting part of my winter, and it's one of my favorite times, especially after Christmas and you have all the joy is gone and now you don't have really nothing to look forward to. So I look forward to my garden and planting my garden and getting ready. So the first thing we do is I have my seeds here. I have all my seeds in this little container. This is a picture container that I got off a photo container that I got off of Amazon. And it works really well and it keeps up with, it just keeps them dry and organized. I have them all organized. I have them labeled and organized, and so it just makes it a whole lot easier on me. So my first thing is that when I look at I go in here and I look and I see what I have and what I want as far as seeds and stuff. So zinnias that I didn't plant last year. Do a backstory. We homestead and we try to eat everything off of the homestead. We try to eat everything that we grow off the homestead, but a lot of times I end up going to the Amish or I go somewhere to a store and I see, ooh, I like to have that, and I grab that. And sometimes it's processed food, and we have been off of processed food for the last 2-3 years, and then about 6 months ago, I got overstressed, overworked, and you notice that my videos quit coming on, and I got to a point, and I tried to home cook a lot of stuff, but a lot of times we ended up with processed food, and our health I can tell a big difference in our health and our health journey. So I've had a lot of issues. We've been sick more. My husband and I have, in the last 2.5-3 years, have not been sick, but in the last 6 months, we have actually been sick more in the last 6 months than we have in the last 3 years. And I contribute that to our diet and nutrition. So in 2025, we have made a pledge to ourselves that we are going to grow what we eat what we grow, and be okay with not eating the things that we don't grow. So, and like I'm still going to get citrus brought in because we can't grow oranges and stuff like that. We have an apple and peach tree, but they're not old enough to give us fruit, so I'm going to get my apples and my oranges and my peaches. I still have to source those out, but I'm going to source them from an organic local farmer that I know, and I know how they raise their orchard, so I know where my fruit comes from. The oranges I will probably get from Azure Standard or somewhere like that that I know where they come from. But we're going to try to eat closest to home as we can. And the things like well, I have to be okay not eating the things that I don't grow. And, and my husband's like, that was one of the things that we talked about. And my husband was like, well, what are you going to do? Like, and I said, well, one of the examples I said is chips. We love we love to eat a sandwich with chips, just a good crunchy chips. We buy chips from the Amish store, which has got a whole lot less ingredients than, because it's from an Amish company, and they have a whole lot less ingredients than what you would get at a supermarket, or but they still cook with it's I can't remember what kind of oil it is, but it's got an oil, and it said could be soybean, canola, or something else. And I was like, that's seed oil, and we don't need the seed oil. We got to get that seed oil out of our lives, so out of our bodies. And if you want to look up the effects of seed oils, you can. I don't want to do that right here, right now, because that's not what the video is about. But anyways, and I said we'll have to learn to make our own chips if we want chips, and that's very easy to do. But that was one of the things that had come across, is that we need to be okay not going to the store and buying a bag of chips. Now, am I going to say that in 2025 that I'm never going to buy a bag of chips? No, probably not, because there is such thing as treats. We can go and get a treat here and a treat there. It's just not going to be part of our daily routine like it has become. We're not going to eat chips every day with our sandwich, or or a snack, chips and dip. That's a good snack. But we're not going to do that. So now today, what I'm going to talk to you about, and you're just going to come into my home and you're just going to be with me as I go through this. Today what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit here and look into and I'm going to plan out what I want. What will we eat in our garden? So, like, I know we'll eat broccoli. I know we'll eat cabbage. I know that we'll eat tomatoes. I can tomatoes. So I'll need several of those. I know that we eat corn, so we need to plant corn. I know we eat green beans because we'll have to plant green beans. So those are the things that I know that we'll eat. So I'm not going to plant things that I know that we're not going to eat. And you look at those magazines and you look, oh, that looks good, that looks good. I think I could eat that. And you get to have so many different varieties. But the thing is that you get into a little rabbit hole, so to speak, and this little rabbit hole says, like, you get this big, massive garden, and I am guilty. I do it all the time. In flowers, when we did the flower greenhouses, you just get wrapped up, and you're like, oh, I want this, and our garden space is precious. We have, I don't know how big of a garden. We have a pretty good sized garden and garden space. And then we have the raised beds. And the last couple of years, I've had a greenhouse. And this year we had to take the greenhouse down. The wind took it. So Darren, my husband, is supposed to be building me another greenhouse. But I don't know. It's not going to be done in time for me to use it this spring, I don't think. I'm still praying. Let it be, because I love the greenhouse and I love having that option too. But so my garden space, I need it to be sufficient and efficient for what I am going to grow and what I need. So I don't really need to waste the space for things that we're not going to eat like we done before. Right here I have eggplant. Because I grew eggplants thinking that we would eat eggplants. Well, actually the eggplant, I put it in the greenhouse last year and it didn't even come up. It didn't even do anything, but it wasted space. And I didn't want to, like, plant something else because I thought, well, I kept giving it time. But, I don't know if we would have ate eggplant. In that wasted space, I could have planted more broccoli, more cabbage. I could have planted more peas. But, you see what I'm saying? I could have planted, butternut squash or something that we would eat. So, let me rephrase that. I'm going to try not to go down the rabbit hole that I've been going down. So, and not plant what we're not going to eat. That's why I was intentional with, we're going to plant what we're going to grow what we eat, and then eat what we grow. So I want to be intentional with that. So if there's something that I don't think I'm going to eat, or I don't think I'm going to use, then I don't need to grow it this year, because I want to be efficient with the space that we have. So what I'm going to do is, so I know I got my pen and paper here, and I know that first thing I know I need tomatoes. So I'm going to write down tomatoes. So I know I have tomatoes, and then I'm going to look in my thing here, and I'm going to look for tomatoes. Cucumbers. And then so I open it up, and I have Roma and beefsteak. So that's the two that I have. And there is probably 20 here and probably 20 there. So I'm going to mark on here, Roma and beefsteak. And then I'm going to put I need seed. So like I wrote it here. And this is just like, I need tomatoes, Roma, and a beefsteak is what I got, and I need seed. So beefsteak is a good slicing tomato. If you want to slice a tomato and for a sandwich or something like that. Romas are one of your canning tomatoes. They're good for canning. They don't have a lot of seeds, so that's what I can with most of the time. So, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to sit here and go through. I have a bunch of seeds here. See, like I have Better Boy. I got Better Boy. So I got all kinds of seeds. I'm just going to sit here, go through these seeds, and see what I have. And mark it, and this is a good day. So I have all kinds of stuff that I'm going to just go through, sit here and go through, mark. I have herbs, and I'm going to sit here and go through it, organize it, and get it all worked out. A lot of people think gardening is overwhelming, but it's not. You can actually, if you don't want to do the seed and get the grow lights and the seeds like that, you can actually find a lot of nurseries that have the heirloom seed plants, like the little plants already. All you gotta do is transfer them. I have done that, and I still do that a lot. I go to a nursery and I will see like tomatoes and squash and stuff like that, and I may go ahead and pick up some extra just to have them, you know. So most seeds have a sell-by date, but that doesn't mean that they're going to be bad seed. You can still plant them. I keep them like this. I planted in 2021. They're 2020 seeds. I planted them in 2021, and I've planted them ever since. You may not get the germination that you think that you know, like your germination may be 80% or 75%. It may not be what, you know, like if they were brand new, but don't ever throw your seeds away. went through all my seeds and what I needed, and then what I didn't have that I wanted. So like we're planning on having 2 or 3 varieties of tomatoes. And the peppers, we'll probably do the sweet peppers and which is the green peppers, and then we like the red and yellow, and the banana peppers. Zucchini, we'll have some zucchini. We'll have some squash. We'll have some butternut squash. Eggplants. I still have the seed. I probably won't plant that this year, but I may plant one because we didn't get to try it. So, like I said before, I probably won't even plant that. Beets. We'll plant some beets. We'll plant cucumbers, some celery because we like celery. We love salads. Turnips. Love turnip greens with a big old bowl of white beans and cornbread. We like Brussels sprouts, watermelon, cantaloupe, pumpkins. We really don't eat pumpkins that much, but we grow pumpkins for our grandkids because they enjoy it. So even though we really don't have room for the pumpkins, but we may make room. We actually may put them in the compost pile and see. Because I saw somebody, not on the compost pile, but a mound of dirt. And we have a couple of mounds of dirt that they put the pumpkins. They grew their pumpkins and it grew all over that mountain. We may do that. That keeps us, that way they'll have their pumpkins and we will have our garden space. Sunflower seeds. We love sunflower seeds. The sunflowers are good for the bees too, for honeybees. Lettuce, we like, like I said, we need lettuce because we like to do our salads, and with the beefsteak tomatoes, or the tomatoes and the lettuce with the celery and the carrots. Yeah, yum, yum, yum. Collards, we like the collard greens, broccoli, spinach, kale, corn, green beans, brown beans, and then we're going to do radishes, carrots, and potatoes. Now, I need to order my radish seeds and my carrot seeds and my potatoes. So now is the time. Like I can go ahead and get those ordered. They won't ship the potatoes out to me until probably I think last year it was March, April when they mailed it. They will mail it to you when it's time for your zone to plant it. They don't mail it to you before. So but anyways, so that's what we are going to plant this year. Now I know what I need to order and what I have and what I need to order. That's why it's so good to keep it organized and ready to go. And I sure appreciate y'all coming with me and going through my seed box and enjoying this time with me because I love going through my seed box. And I love seeing what I got, what I need, and going through the magazines. I got my Baker Creek magazine in week before last, and I was like, oh yay, it's so beautiful. The colors, the bright, vibrant colors, and it's just what I needed. And after being on the couch sick with whatever is going around, I got to look at that while I was laying on the couch, and it was a wonderful treat in the mail. But now I know I need to go get order carrots, potatoes, and radishes, and that way we will be prepared for this garden season. Well, thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for going through my seed box with me. And I hope and pray you start your seed collection. Just start. Just because you don't have a big garden, like an acre or whatever, don't mean that you can't grow food. If you live in an apartment, just get a little pots and put you a tomato plant in a pot, whatnot. Just start somewhere. The best therapy that for me is getting dirt on my fingers and under my fingernails. That's the best therapy that I feel. But alrighty, well, thank you for coming and visiting me. This is not a cooking video. It's not an entertaining video, but this is a video that I wanted you to know that right now it's a great time to get prepared. Even though it's dead of winter, it's a great time to get prepared for the spring, because you can never be over prepared for gardening. And it just brings the summer into the winter to me. So, but thank you for coming and joining me here on Little Clifty Homestead. Please like this video, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, because I would love for you to come and see me every week. All right. Thank you. Bye.